So at some point, something has to give, of course. But the hope will be that he's stuck with him long enough. Give him, if you sort out the recruitment, and that's a huge issue, they have to get the recruitment right. They have to improve their track record on that far better. And we speak to people at the club, and they were talking about, over the summer, they were, the success rate of signings has maybe been 50% a year. That they want to get it up to, maybe near 70%. And then, because you're always going to have signings that don't work out, that has to be, what we're looking at so far in terms of guys that come in. How many of the new boys that have come in this summer can you say, okay, it's a small sample section, but how many can you say have been a success? Maybe Connor Ban, maybe Yefty. Out of 9 boys have come in so far. Obviously, some of them haven't played yet, we know, but you're already 5 points behind in a title race. So these are the things that they need to improve on. Clement needs to, improve his side of the bargain. But what I'm saying is that it can't all just be Philippe Clement's issue here. There's so many issues that need to be addressed. So that's why I think it would just be harsh on him. If he's getting sacked, then Niels Coppin has to get sacked, and then John Bennett and the board have to go as well. So
the problem
it's not a simple solution here. There's multiple things that need to be addressed in the club.
The biggest issue is money, isn't it? They need some sort of fresh investment. I mean, if a Middle East, businessman came in tomorrow and said, "Here you go, there's £1 billion," you could solve a lot of these problems, couldn't you?
I mean, we said yesterday on the Hotline Live, one thing you can't fault this board is for putting the money in. They have put the money in.
Absolutely not.
Spent it has been the issue. But, listen, I think there'll be people on the board that would be willing to speak to outside investors. Obviously, when the story came out last week about this mystery American bid, we spoke to 3 or 4 guys who are connected with the club. Obviously, Dave King came out with his statement and made clear that he hadn't been in touch with anyone. So it looked, I think if you're going to buy, I think that the talk was that we're going to buy a 25% stake. So if you're going to do that, you really need to buy Dave King's shares to start with to get you started. But I think there is people on the board among the investors who would be willing to have that discussion if they thought it was for the best, if they thought that the person coming in with the money had the resources, had the best of intentions, had a plan that would help. So I think, there is that willingness on the board. It's just finding the right person, the person you can trust. Obviously, the club had its issues in recent years. So I think you can understand there'll be a wariness among the supporters to welcome in some outsider that they've never heard of and, offer up all these grand plans about how they're going to spend millions of pounds. So the due diligence would have to be really spot on, and the sales job to supporters would have to be, really at it as well. So, I think, I said yesterday, I think we'll get to the stage where it probably needs something like that to happen if Rangers are to close the gap in Celtic.